For almost 3 years, I've been growing a business on my own. From making products to social media marketing and product photos, everything has fallen on my shoulders. But trying to do all of those tasks to grow my small business while also working full-time and also teaching myself the necessary skills that I need has just been incredibly hard. So I decided to swallow my pride, push back my perfectionism just for a few weeks, and hire some people to help me. So when I finally admitted to myself that I don't have the time to do everything on my own anymore, I finally sat down with myself and asked, what jobs would I like to hand over? What jobs would I like to not have to think about on a weekly basis anymore? It's currently the 13th of May. Just yesterday, I posted my 1 year to grow a small business where I was talking about how I feel like my business is failing. It's just not going the way I want right now. And one of the things that I didn't talk about in that video, because I kind of wanted it to be in this video, is that I think I've realized I can't grow a business alone anymore. I think I've realized that in order for me to take this to the next level, I'm gonna need some help. Which is why I am on Fiverr right now trying to find some talent that can help me. Ideally, I'd like to have an editor for my videos, but I just don't have the money for that. Obviously, my videos are very long. They're like 40-30 minutes usually. To hire someone to do that much work would probably be a lot of money, but there are some other things I can do that would save me time and hopefully help me grow my business. One of them is hiring a thumbnail editor. This is something I've thought about for a while. I don't think my thumbnails are bad by any means, but they do take up a good chunk of my afternoon. They do take a couple of hours. That's one thing I'm looking for. Another thing I'm looking for currently is a social media marketing person. However, all of them seem to be managers that I'm finding right now. Like, a lot of them are like, oh, I'll make the content for you, and I'm like, that's not what I want. I want someone who will make like a strategy for me. So I'm kind of looking up people who can help me with that. I did find one person so far that will create a content calendar. Pretty pricey, all things considered, but Instagram and TikTok especially are things that I really struggle to grow on. So while it is kind of pricey, I would like to try it at least once just to see what they have to say. Maybe they can like evaluate my page and see, you know, what they think's working, what's not, what I should be doing differently. I'm still browsing Fiverr though to see, you know, who's on here, what kind of help I could get, what kind of help I think would be best for me. I am starting this journey. I'm gonna hire some freelancers and we're going to get help in growing my business. But I also had to ask myself during this little research period, do I have enough money for certain things? Because as much as I would like to hand over editing a video to someone and save myself literally like 8 hours a week, editing videos takes a lot of time. So of course it's going to be expensive. Even if someone has a low hourly rate, even if it was like £10 an hour, that's £80 a week I'd have to spend if they were taking 8 hours to edit my videos. And it takes me around 6 to 8 hours. And on a weekly basis, I just couldn't afford it. So I thought, what's the next best thing? Thumbnails. That was a good compromise. The third thing that came to mind was a Shopify shop. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Abby. I run an Etsy shop called Abby Nova. And for 3 years, I have been solely an Etsy shop. I am currently trying to open a Shopify shop for the first time, and I realized I don't know how to do that. I do not know how to build a Shopify shop. So another thing that came to mind was maybe hiring someone to do that for me as well. So with those things in mind, I decided to go away and I went on to Fiverr. Not sponsored, that's just the main freelancing platform that I'm aware of other than Upwork, but I do prefer Fiverr, so I went on to Fiverr. And I had a look and researched into so many freelancers. There are so many freelancers on that website, so it took me a while to find people that I felt could maybe help me with my brand specifically, because I feel like with thumbnail artists especially, a lot of them were doing like Mr. Beast style videos, and I was like, that's not what I want. So the research phase of this took a while, but I did eventually find 3 freelancers that I decided to entrust my business to. The first up was the thumbnail artist, and this is how it went. I've already contacted the thumbnail artist. She's super nice. I obviously had to send her like the components and stuff. Like I had to take like pictures and screenshots of the vlog and send her stuff I wanted to use, as well as like telling her what I wanted the thumbnail to look like. And to be honest, that kind of took a while. I guess I didn't take into account I still have to do that stuff. Obviously I have to do that stuff though, otherwise what's she gonna work with? So I totally get it, but at the same time I was just like But now that I know that I have to do that next time, I might be a bit more efficient with it. Like I might have like a better kind of process for approaching that, like when I know I need a thumbnail from her. That is my first venture with freelancers. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I don't know what she's gonna do. I don't know what, you know, I don't know what it's gonna be like. I've never had anyone do work for me for my business. It's always been just me. So this is very scary. So that freelancer, she did my thumbnail for me and it was amazing. I felt a little bad though, because I'm kind of picky and I was really like not meaning to be. I wasn't like trying to be like super, like she did a couple of revisions for me and I know that's like normal, but it was just a couple things like that. I think it's also me just kind of getting used to like using a freelancer as well. But these are the few that she did for me. So we've got this one, which I think actually might be my favorite. This is the first one she did, and at first I was kind of like thinking the background might be a little cluttered, but then she did this one, which I really do like, because I really like the nature and new designs one. But this was the second one she did, and I said to her, like, I just don't know if like that's very readable. Like if you look at the smaller thumbnails, it's just not as readable as like this one, for example. Like I feel like this one's a lot more striking and I think I still prefer it. But then she did this is a third one that she did, but I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think I still prefer this one. And the video's not going up till tomorrow, but either way, she did really good on all three of them. Like there actually isn't much that I'd like change, to be honest. Like I think she's done better than I would do anyway, and it saved me like a lot of time. Like while she was doing these thumbnails, I was designing products, I was buying stuff from manufacturers. Like it just freed up so much time for me. So hopefully she's okay with working with me again, even though I did ask for quite a few revisions. But yeah, no, they're all super great. I really like them, all of them. She's done, honestly, it was so scary like handing off something to someone else. Even though I know there are people out there that can do better than me, it's definitely not a thing of like cockiness of thinking I can do better than everyone else. I know I can't. It's just scary to like trust other people with it, because I'm just like, I've always done everything on my own, and now it's like I'm not doing everything on my own. I'm actually getting someone to help me, and it's like kind of scary. And then after today, I will be looking into the other freelancers and getting my Shopify open. Hopefully that would be super awesome. Even though the thumbnail artist had very good rates, I still felt really nervous to spend money at all, because I'd never spent money for my business in this way. In a way, it was just really scary to hand over any task, even if it's just thumbnails, to someone else, because I was like, I don't know, it's scary, like entrusting someone else to help you with build your business. It's just like a scary thing to do. So that took a little bit of courage, I'm not gonna lie. But as you can see, it worked out pretty well. I remember at the time, I was like, oh, this is actually still going to take up a lot of time, because I have to supply them with images, and I still have to come up with the ideas of like what I want, and like it's a lot of back and forth communication. And I remember thinking to myself like, oh, is this going to be worth it in the end? I don't actually know. Maybe it's still going to take up too much time. But I ended up using that thumbnail artist for a few weeks after that as well, and the process, because I knew what to expect, got a lot quicker, and she was producing thumbnails for me so quickly, and it ended up freeing up an entire afternoon for me. What my schedule usually looked like before I tried the freelancer was I would have a 4-day work week, I would edit 3 of those days, and on the 4th day I'd do like thumbnail stuff and like upload the video. But because I was handing over the thumbnail stuff to someone else, I had an entire Friday afternoon free, and I was able to use that Friday afternoon for either relaxing and taking time to myself, or even just drawing and getting some product designs done, focusing on other areas of my business that wasn't thumbnails. And it was really nice. I actually found myself really enjoying not having to worry about that one little task, and even not having to just use the mental power to think of like the thumbnail ideas and having to worry about it, knowing that's something on my list to do for that week, was so nice. It was really nice to not have to worry about that. Also, want to preface this by saying all of these freelancers will be down in the description. I will link to all of them. They were all great. Loved working with all of them. So yeah, just in case you're wondering. at that point, so far, freelancer number 1, great experience. I was starting to kind of figure, hey, maybe this is a good idea. Maybe I should be investing money into my business in this way. Like, this has actually really helped me out more than I thought it would. So I started to feel really good about it. And then I decided, okay, I think it's time to introduce freelancer number 2, the Instagram content planner. I'm currently looking at the Instagram content calendar person. I've been slacking with Instagram this week, so I feel like this is a good time to buy it. I definitely need some insight into like growing on Instagram and things I can do to help. Okay, it's done. I've paid for it. I just need to submit some requirements. Okay, I've just bought that. Okay, the Instagram one is done. I'm so excited. I have no idea what this is going to be like. I'm just going to quickly write down a couple of things. Like, they've got a couple of like things they need to know about my brand and stuff like that. Brief description of brand guidelines. So I'm going to do all that fun stuff. And yeah, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm hiring freelancers for my shop. It's crazy. It's been a while since I did like the freelancer stuff. I am having a lot of trouble finding someone to build a Shopify for me, which is really annoying because it's the most important thing I think for me, is to have someone help me build a Shopify because I'm trying to do this launch. I'm getting a lot of AI automated messages, which I just think looks very unprofessional. It's not helpful. If I'm messaging you because I have a query, I want you to answer. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just rubbing me the wrong way. I just think if you're a freelancer, you shouldn't have AI answering your questions for you. You should be able to answer them yourself. You know, it takes maybe like 5 minutes at most to respond to someone and answer a couple of questions. So I don't know, having trouble with that one. I did buy the Instagram one, which I don't know if I told you guys about, but it took a while. I didn't get a message from Fiverr to tell me that the person that I paid to do this messaged me about it. I didn't know that she did. So for like the longest time I was like, oh, I haven't heard from anything from her. Like, I knew she had a couple of people in the queue as well, so I was like, you know, whatever, it's not the end of the world. But I did go on a couple days ago and saw that I had a message from like a week ago from her, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I did not see this message. And then I didn't hear anything back, and then she messaged me yesterday saying that she's included the PDFs, she's included some editable graphics. Let's have a look together to see what she's come up with. Wait, she's onto something. She kind of cooked. Let me show you guys. I didn't expect this at all. I thought it would just be like a couple of pictures here and there, but she's really gone all out. Holy crap. Okay. Whoa. July favorites. Oh, and I can edit them. Oh. That's so cute. Whoa, she actually, I'm not gonna, I didn't expect this at all. Holy crap. Oh, I really like some of these ideas. Whoa. Okay, yeah, wow. That is so awesome. Oh my gosh, I've got so many like things I could post now. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like she's kind of opened up my eyes to like what I've not been doing and like the things I could be doing with my Instagram page, because again, I've not been posting very consistently on there. I was for a while. I stopped because I got really busy, and things like a lot of these are just so quick and easy to like put up there, and it's like interactive so people could like get involved. That's so cool. Wow, I honestly, I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, she's obviously a professional and I paid her to do this, but like, it's just so like, I guess, eye-opening, because I feel like when you run a business, you think you can do everything yourself, and you can, but like, would I have ever thought to do some of those ideas? No, I wouldn't have. That's insane. I feel like even just doing this once though, it's really opened my eyes to like the things I could be doing and like what I'm missing out on. Yeah, and then so I've also got like a little content plan from her as well, like a little content calendar, so I can use these. I don't know if I'll use them all in 1 week, but those are some great ideas and I will be using them and seeing how they do. The Instagram freelancer was obviously a little bit more expensive. She did a whole week of content for me, even the graphics, which honestly I didn't even expect. I thought it was just going to be a content plan and like she just tell me like what I should be posting in a week, but she did graphics for me as well. And I will admit, I didn't actually end up using many of the graphics. I still have them and I do plan to use them, but I haven't actually used many of them since then. Mostly just because I've been very, very busy with my launch and I've been neglecting Instagram as a whole, and that is completely my fault. And to be honest, I did post one thing and it didn't really go very well. I think it got like 10 likes and I usually get around 60 to 70 likes per post on Instagram. But I do know, because what she did, she gave me like posts. Carousels tend to do better. I don't know why. They just do. So it was like a regular, just a one photograph post. People did interact with it a bit more. It was like a bingo thing. I will insert a little the graphic for you here of what I used. So people did interact with it more, which showed me like, hey, maybe I should make posts that are a little bit more interactive. People can get involved with them. I don't know why Instagram doesn't push singular posts. They seem to prefer carousels. Again, I don't know why. I don't make the rules. That's just what, in my experience, how it's happened. Despite it not going exactly according to plan, do I think it was a waste of money? Not in the slightest. She gave me some amazing ideas for my Instagram that I could use going forward. For days that I just struggle to think up ideas, she gave me those amazing ideas, and like things that I could use time and time again, like monthly favorites and all this kind of stuff. Like, I've never thought of that before. And the graphics as well were so cute, and I was like, this is exactly what I want. After she delivered that stuff to me, I felt so good about my Instagram going forward. Again, begin neglecting it because I've been very busy with a launch, like extremely busy. But after my launch, I feel like I've got such a good Instagram content plan now in my head, like things that I could do, things that I could use, make my Instagram look a little more aesthetic and fun and cute and everything I want. So honestly, it was so worth it in the end, just for getting that knowledge alone, kind of having that insight into like what my brand, what my Instagram page could look like was so valuable in itself. So I'd say that was another win for my business. I was feeling pretty good overall. I had 2 good experiences with the freelancers that I'd been using. I had a lot of good ideas. I had saved a bit of time. I was feeling really positive. So I decided to go big or go home, essentially. And I hired someone to build a Shopify for me. Now, I'm sure it comes as no shock to most of you that building a website or paying someone to build you a website or a Shopify front is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So this was a very, very scary leap for me to take, because the previous ones, it was like, okay, you know, £50, £60, it's expensive, it's a decent chunk of money, but it's not like, you know, crazy amounts. All the Shopify builders were like 200 at least, and that's a big chunk of money that I was going to take out my business savings to use. So I'll admit, I did delay this a little bit. I did hesitate to look for Shopify freelancer or pay a Shopify freelancer just because I was really, really nervous. I really did procrastinate on doing this, but I did it. I hired someone to build a Shopify website, and this is how it went. Okay, so it's currently the 7th of July. The freelancer for my Shopify has been working on my Shopify for probably like a week now, maybe a little bit less than that. She just sent me what she's done so far, and to be honest, it's like nothing like my brand at all, which is fine because maybe she was confused about what I was doing, maybe she just needed more information. I don't know, but let's take a little look at it together. So this is what she's done, and it's by no means bad, by the way. I don't want that to come across as like me, like I can appreciate this still takes a lot of work. It's just not the Abinova brand. For a start, my target audience is not children. I feel like this is giving more like after school activity website, like sign your kids up for after school crafts or something, not like stationery shop. Like, I do kind of like the background, like the designs and stuff like that, but I just feel like the blue as well is not like the Abinova kind of blue. I feel like I do like how she's included my mascots there. I do quite like this section as well, but like I feel like, again, kids, stuff like that, which again, very childish. It just does not feel like my brand at all. The layout's pretty good though. I do quite like the layout. I like how the listings look and stuff. I like this is cool. So yeah, that's where we're at so far with the Shopify. She's done a lot. I do appreciate, you know, what she's done. It just did massively miss the mark for me. It's fine. It's probably quite easily fixable. I just said to her, like, it's not really like my brand at all. It's very dark for a start. I said the blue colors are really dark. I've sent her some competitors over that I would really like, you know, her to look at, and like I said, hey, this should like help you to like understand a bit more like what I'm going for with my brand. I just said thanks for all the work so far though. But my business is not for children. I mean, children can still enjoy like my products. Like, people look at market stores and sometimes kids do like the keychains and stuff, but like my brand isn't children. Like, I've got a lot of products that are like for adults, like not like adult themed stuff, but just like things that I like to revolve around like work culture and like a millennial kind of humor and stuff like that. So, you know, it does look good. Like, the layout and stuff's really good. So I hope I didn't come across too rude, but I was just like, yeah, this is not this is not my brand at all. Good morning, guys. It's currently Sunday at 8 o'clock, which is why I'm talking a little bit quietly, because Jack's currently asleep, and it's also why I look like this. But I just wanted to come on here and update you guys. For about the past week since I got the first draft for my Shopify, I've been working very closely with the Shopify freelancer. She's been really great. She's been really quick to answer, to do changes, all that kind of stuff. But she's done a really good job, and I wanted to take you guys through what she's done so you can see the changes that we've made, and it's a lot better now. So when you first come on and open my shop, you get this lovely little text box which she's added, which I didn't even ask her to like add. She's just added this, which is great because I did want something like this, so that's honestly perfect. This is like just for like email subscribing, so if you subscribe through your email, you'll get like 10% off. And then if you come here, this is the home page. I may change this color of blue just slightly, but I do really like it. I just think the contrast here doesn't go well. I could have asked her to change that, but I actually know how to do that anyway, and I was just like, it'll take me 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to come on here and do all my products anyway. But like, more than anything, I just wanted her to do like the layout and stuff, because I'm not like, I don't really know what I'm doing, so I mostly just wanted her to like focus on layout. So here it is. You've got the big banner here, the Abby Nova logo with like the cute fun stationery there. Come down a little bit, you've got this right here, which I think is super cute. You've got the products, which again I may change slightly by collections. I might change these photos just slightly. One, because I'm not going to have tumblers soon. She did also say, by the way, I feel like I should say this, she did also say if there's anything else that I want changed, she's okay doing it after. She's delivered this, by the way. This is done, but she said if there's anything that doesn't work or need changing, she's happy to do that. So she's been really great to work with. I might change this slightly just because I'm not gonna have tumblers soon, or maybe I should just leave it there till they're like completely gone. But yeah, so and like this tote bag as well, I've got better tote bag designs, and also this tote bag design isn't gonna be in my shop soon as well. I think there's only one left, and we've got a new dog tote bag design, so I may change some of those, but I really like how they look. Come down here again, you've got like another like, kind of collection here. I might change that slightly so it's not stickers and then stickers. I might just have this be like maybe washi tapes or something instead. I really like all these graphics she's done here. I think this looks awesome. And then again, like I don't have any products currently on my shop, so this will be, you know, more, there'll be more stuff here. And then come down a bit more, then you've got kind of like she's kind of added this here so people know what they're going to get with each order, what to expect. Again, more like kind of shop here. And then you've got kind of like our about us story as well, which I think I'm gonna change because she's wrote an about us page, which is wonderful, but I think I'd like the about us to be a bit more personal, and I would like to do it because obviously I know my story, she doesn't. It would be a while, it would have taken a while for me to explain like my whole story to her. It'd be quicker for me to do it. And yes, you've got some mugs here as well, like a little mug section, which is awesome because I've got new mugs coming in this launch. These buttons I may ask her to change, or I may change them if I can figure it out slightly, just because I'm not sure I like them. But yeah, you should be able to like do that, and then different things will come up. And then we've got like a review section, which obviously I don't have any reviews right now, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work. I have Etsy reviews, so maybe I could just copy paste them there for now, but when I get Shopify reviews, that's where they'll go. Subscribe to our emails, because I will be doing email marketing and stuff from now on, so that's a thing that's happening.
And then yeah, then you've got like everything else down here, like quick links, information. Happy with it. She's linked my social medias down here. You've got like my little mascots and stuff hovering around on the page, which I really like. I think there was like a Nova. Yeah, Nova's up here. I think he was up somewhere else as well. Yeah, there's a little Nova there too, super cute. And then this wasn't the only page she did. She's organized the menu, which I asked her to do, into collections. So this is kind of what the menu looks like if it focuses. So yeah, I asked it to kind of do this. This is what the menu looks like right now. Super cute. I really like it.
£200 is always going to feel like a lot of money, but I do feel like without her help, it would have taken me months more to do this. And you know, it is scary to spend that amount of money. It always will be, especially for a business of my size. If I was maybe a little bit bigger and bringing in a little more money, it wouldn't maybe be as scary, but it really is, because it's like I'm trusting that it'll be worth it and it'll come back to me. But I just felt like I've never had a Shopify before. I write content for Shopify shops, but I don't build Shopify shops, so I don't know how to do that. And in the future, like, she's basically made the base for me to start, like, to build my Shopify. Like, over the coming years, things will definitely change. My shop will definitely get better, and it will definitely grow, and I'll definitely add more graphics to it and cute little interactions and all stuff like that. Like, I will learn more, but like, it would have taken me about 3 months to like do this all myself, and she's saved me so much time for a start and done a really good job. Like, the Shopify is exactly pretty much what I would like. Like I said, I will continue to grow it and change things as things come up, but she's laid the foundation for me, and I think she's done a really good job as well. So I'm honestly, it was so scary spending that amount of money, but honestly I really do think it was so worth it. So yeah, the Shopify freelancer, her communication was amazing. She was constantly talking to me about what I wanted, all these other things. Like, every other day she was messaging me, making sure I was happy. Really great communication. It was amazing in the end. It really was. It was everything I wanted. It was a lot of money, but I would say it was worth it, because while she was building me that shop, I finished making products at home for my launch. I made about 20 products at home or something. I think it was 16ish, 20. I did product photos in that time. I was making YouTube videos in that time while she was doing that for me. It saved me so much time. I can't even tell you guys, because I could not have finished that shop in 2 weeks. It just wouldn't have happened. This launch would have been pushed back, honestly, probably till the end of August, whereas now I'm going to be able to do it for the end of July. So yeah, it was a really great help. So what are my final thoughts? It taught me a lot. A lot. Mostly, like, it's okay to not be able to do things on your own. I feel like for me, and probably a lot of other small business owners out there, you feel like you can't always turn to people for help. You feel like you've got to do everything on your own, and if you're not doing everything on your own, then you're not doing a good enough job, and we torture ourselves by never taking breaks just so we can get everything done. And the truth is, it just doesn't have to be that way. It can feel really scary to trust people or pay people to help you grow a business, but the truth is, these people are skilled in these specific areas. When you grow a business, you can do everything on your own, but how good can you do everything on your own? Some people might be really good at taking product photos, but really bad at marketing, and therefore paying a marketer to help you, or maybe even paying for a couple of marketing classes, can really benefit you. I feel like I'm less scared now to approach freelancers if I find I need help, if I find I don't have the time, but I do have the money to pay for freelancers, that it would really help and benefit my business. It's just made things so much less scary. It's made it less scary to ask for help. So I think in the future, I could definitely see myself using freelancers again in order to help me grow and build my business. Honestly, this whole experience has been really eye-opening for me. I feel like I'm able to admit to myself now that it's okay to not be able to do everything on my own. It's okay to ask for help. And it's actually not so scary to spend money to pay professionals to help me grow my business. It's been really good. It's been a really good experience. If you guys like this video, then please subscribe to follow me along on my journey. And if you're interested, check out this video here. It's my 2025 step-by-step guide on how to grow a small business. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!